Why has the K9 become a rising star of the international SPH market?
최근 사우디아라비아 왕세자의 방한으로 K방산이 다시 한번 들썩이고 있습니다. 수출 2위 자리를 차지하고 있었던 러시아산 무기의 영향력이 점차 줄어들면서 우리나라 방산 업체들은 성능과 실전 능력의 가성비까지 갖추고 그 틈을 파고들었는데요. 지난 17일에 방한한 무함마드 빈 살만 왕세자는 특히 한국형 패트리엇으로 불리는 지대공 요격 체계인 천궁2에 큰 관심을 보인 것으로 알려졌습니다. 이어서 핀란드가 K9 자주포 38문을 추가로 구입할 예정입니다. 지난 18일 핀란드 매체 밀메그에 따르면 핀란드 정부 통화위원회는 최근 1억 3,440만 유로, 우리 돈 약 1,865억 원 규모의 K9 구매 안건을 승인했습니다. 핀란드가 지난해 10월 K9 신문을 추가 발주한 데 이어 38문을 추가로 더 주문한다는 것이죠. 업계 전문가들에 따르면 핀란드의 결정은 어쩌면 당연하다는 평가를 받고 있는데요. 이와 관련해 뉴욕타임스는 핀란드가 한국 무기를 선택한 배경에는 1939년 세계 2차 대전 당시 자국을 침공한 소련을 물리친 경험과 무관치 않다고 분석했습니다. 핀란드는 1939년부터 2년간 벌어진 겨울전쟁에서 소규모 병력으로 소련의 침공을 막아낸 경험이 있습니다. 당시 소련군이 탱크 2,500대와 약 40만 명의 병력을 앞세워 핀란드를 침공했지만 핀란드군은 수적 열세에도 불구하고 강추위와 산악지대 특유의 지형 지물을 활용해 끈질긴 게릴라식 전투로 버텨냈습니다. K9 자주포는 압도적인 화력과 높은 기동성으로 대한민국 명품 무기 체계로 평가됩니다. 그런데 이 자주포가 글로벌 자주포 강자인 독일과 프랑스를 압도할 수 있었던 이유 역시 주로 평지인 유럽, 독일, 프랑스, 영국 등 순탄한 환경에서 개발된 자주포와 달리 산악, 설원, 정글, 사막 등 다양한 환경에 적응하고 극악의 추위와 더위에서도 맞설 수 있기 때문이죠. 이와 관련해 무기 시스템을 전문적으로 연구하는 영국 그룹 웨폰 디텍티브는 유튜브 채널을 통해 K9을 자세히 분석하는 영상을 올려 화제가 됐습니다.
K9 Thunder is the rising star of the international self-propelled howitzer, shortly SPH market. In the last 5 years, it has won many important tenders. A decade ago, few would have guessed this brilliant South Korean achievement. As the weapon detective, we are investigating the K9 and how it has been able to gain this success. Indeed, the K9 Thunder's international market success is tremendous in the last 5 years. It has found new customers in 3 continents. The tracked K9 has beaten the stroke contenders such as the PZH-2000 and 2S-19. It has managed to compete with the truck-mounted howitzers, which has become the new trend of the SPH market. And South Korea was not even one of the traditional artillery system suppliers a decade ago. What is the secret of this achievement? Before seeking an answer to this question, let's briefly look at the historical background and technical features of the K9. After the Korean War, the USA had been so generous in supplying South Korea with a vast amount of military equipment and helping this country's industrialization efforts. In the 1980s, South Korea also took advantage of the bountiful technology transfers for military systems. So, in 1985, South Korea began to produce a local variant of the M109 called K55 under license. But the operational requirements of the Republic of Korea Army were quite different than the US Army. The mobility of the K55 was not entirely suitable for the mountainous Korean peninsula. Also, it had only a 23.5 km firing range, while the North Korean M1978 Koksan could send a 107mm round to 60 km. So, in 1989, by using the experience gained from the K55, South Korea started a program for a new 155mm SPH, which would have a higher firing range, rate of fire, and mobility. Initially, the Republic of Korea Army evaluated an upgraded variant of the K55, but the hull of the base vehicle, the M109, had no capacity for enhancement to meet the requirement. In 1992, South Korea also considered upgrading the K55 to M109A6 Paladin standards, but the capabilities of the Paladin was too low to answer the Republic of Korea Army's needs. So, South Korea decided to develop an indigenous SPH called K9. The K9 carries 48 projectiles. Australia names its own SPHs as AS9 Huntsman, Estonia as K9 Kyu, Finland as K9 FIN Mukari, India as K9 Vijra T, and Norway K9 Vidar. On November 23, 2010, the K9 Thunder was baptized with fire during the bombardment of Yampiando. The 7th Artillery Company of the Republic of Korea Marine Corps conducted counterattacks against the surprise North Korean artillery bombardment. 2 of 6 canines suffered minor damage in the early stages of the attack, and one of the SPH experienced a shell stuck in the barrel due to a misfire from a faulty charge. But the remaining howitzers managed to seize the North Korean fire. Since 2007, the Turkish armed forces has successfully used the T-155s against terrorist groups. Also, this SPH has carried out important artillery support missions in Turkish involvement in the Syrian civil war. As a matter of fact, the accurate attacks of the Turkish artillery became the subject of a study at NATO headquarters. But at least one T-155 was destroyed by an anti-tank missile due to poor perimeter defense of the firing site. Let's turn back to our question at the beginning. Why has the K9 become a rising star of the international SPH market? This SPH has both tracked and wheeled competitors. The truck-mounted howitzers, which has become the new trend of the SPH market, have a strong claim that thanks to the improved automotive technologies, they have similar mobility with the tracked ones. But the keyword here is similar, not same. Yet there is another catch which is unnoticeable. The cross-country mobility of the wheeled vehicles is similar to the tracked ones on the plains with a small raft, not on the mountains or ice. If you closely look at the commercial success of the K9, we can see that it has won the tenders of the countries which generally have mountainous terrain. So why have these countries not chosen the other tracked SPHs, such as the PZH-2000? On paper, this German vehicle is superior to the K9 in many ways. It can fire 3 rounds in 9 seconds in burst mode and reach 67 kilometers of a firing range. The PZH-2000 can carry 12 more rounds than its South Korean rival. These two SPHs competed against each other in Norway. The result has shown that the K9's cross-country mobility on the mountainous terrain is superior. Similarly, India tested the K9 against the Russian 2S19. The results were the same. Germany and Russia are not mountainous countries, so they developed the SPHs which are suitable for the war on the plains. But South Korea designed the K9 for its mountainous geography. The countries which need a similar type of SPH naturally chose the Thunder. Alright, why have the other countries like Australia, which are not mountainous, chosen the K9? Because it is cheaper in every way, open to being developed, and free from political issues. In the last 30 years, Western European companies have accepted producing several units of an artillery system as a big success. However, South Korea produces a few thousand units. A large volume production means lower unit cost and ample and inexpensive availability of spare parts. This fact makes the K9 is about 60% cheaper than the PZH-2000. Besides, Western European companies have fallen into the grip of a strange bureaucratical structure. So, they have to grapple with many certifications that painfully take a long time and cost for even a simple modification. However, South Korea can quickly and cost-effectively adapt the K9 to customers' demands. Western European countries, which play active roles in world's politics, can be biased in political matters according to their interests or values. It is ethically understandable but not beneficial for business. Commercial success has come naturally when South Korea's more neutral, business-oriented marketing strategy is combined with its smoother approach to technology transfer. So, the K9's achievement in the international market is not a surprise. Currently, it's the most cost-effective Western SPH. But don't be wrong, it is not the cheap in the same way with the phrase if you buy cheaply, you pay dearly. The K9 is a highly effective and powerful SPH. It is one of the top in its class.
여러분의 소중한 의견을 남겨주세요. 바쁘시더라도 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다. 지금까지 단골이시였습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.